Welcome back. Now, led by trumpeter Mandla Mlangeni, this alliance of young South African musicians delves into the country's cultural heritage, then ventures beyond. Tune Recreation Committee have released their third album titled The Future Is Now. The album is co-produced by the formidable jazz pianist Afrika Mkhize and represents a new direction for the sound ensemble. Now, to share more on this is stand-up young artist as well as trumpeter and Mandla Mlangeni. Mandla, good morning. So good to see you. How are you doing?
Great to be here, Levo.
Good, thank you.
I just need to make stand-up young artist for 2019.
Yes, I know, 2019.
Because there's another one right now. I don't
there were several after you.
Yes, for sure.
Let's talk about this album. Talk to us about The Future Is Now.
The Future Is Now speaks to my heritage and speaks to the histories that I've actually been through, especially now with what South Africa's gone through. And particularly in 2015, when the release of Eugene de Kock sparked a new meaning into my life, because my father was assassinated by him. Was a lawyer, activist who was involved in the investigation of Flak Plus, and that what that meant for me and the catalysm that it actually made into my life. It was actually almost as if experiencing him dying again. So I assembled a group in there to speak on where we find ourselves currently right now, and especially with the events that have been unfolding the past couple of weeks with Janus Valus. And the whole thing about reconciliation and our histories. I thought that I should actually have a musical conversation about that, and finding out about how can it be that our country and our state can give parole to somebody who's killed more than 2,000 people. And still give him money, taxpayer money, and still have something, and then I mean, as important as one freedom fighter's life is, what about the others who've also fought for our freedom? And then also add to that collective voice of saying that we're in the present now, and it's time to actually now dictate where we want to see ourselves. So that is that offering, and also speaks to, and has themes actually connected to that. And one of the songs in that song is entitled Impi Impi, and we have ones called Didi Mala. And if we don't actually fight for our future, who else is going to fight for our voices?
Let's talk about the title, The Future's Now. What is the significance of that?
The significance is that so much is tied to our history, and so much is tied to what we've experienced in our life. And then with that said, we want to focus on creating new histories and creating a new meaning of what South Africa can be. And it adds a collection of so many contributions from the composers in the group, and represents a new microcosm of what the possibilities for South African music can be. All
right, Mandla, I'm sorry. We have to cut this conversation short because the ANC conference is underway. But thank you so much for talking to us.